listening to Activate LA Radio.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come on the live stream on the show, and also to I want to give you a huge shout out for everything that you're doing, raising awareness.
Thank you.
I ran into you through the case of Leslie Palacio, and also to with I might be mispronouncing the name, so I apologize to the family and friends. Jawahir Heji.
Yes.
So I see you doing a lot of work, and mad respect and love to you, because you are doing a lot, and I know this is out of your own heart, your time. You're going to protest. Doing passing out flyers. Let me bring you on camera, and let's talk a little bit about you, your channel, what you do, and then we'll jump into the cases. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, guys, for joining, by the way. And, thank you for having me. No problem waiting. I was enjoying your first little person you had on here. She looks wonderful. Looks very talented. Some things that I definitely couldn't do. That's for sure.
Let's try them for
Maybe
2021.
some things I wouldn't even try. But anyway. But yeah, so I really was just, I'm on the internet, Facebook, Readings with Spiritual Nikki. I just, help people with readings, guidance, intuition. I normally don't, read on missing cases or anything like that. I do connect with spirit. That's,
Thanks,
something different from, missing persons and things like that. But when I saw these cases, I'm a mother. I have a biological daughter, and then I have an adopted daughter. So as a mom, I would be freaked out if these were my kids.
Yeah.
So I just felt like I needed to help. It's something that, I like to do is help. Obviously, I adopted 2 children. I do readings. I like to just help in any way. Plus, I'm really into investigating stuff and, crime stuff. It's just something that I have a passion for.
That is amazing. And you know what? God's gonna thank you for it. The universe is gonna give it to you, 10 times more, because not a lot of people would do what you're doing. I know you message me and you're like, I'm doing this. I'm also working on this, and you're using your platform in a beautiful way, and women and men need you a lot. And my channel, I talk about everything. I have different guests, different. I mix it up. But when it comes to one of my goals here is to raise awareness for the elder people, women, and kids. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
I tell the guys, for the guys too. But first, we have to do this. Point out what's going on, been going out there, and what is going on in Las Vegas, man? A lot of women are being attacked. They're being disappeared.
They are. And, the police out here, I don't know. To me, they're not doing their job. And that's another reason why I felt the need to help, especially with, flyers and the protest. And, the news out here seems to air the same thing over and over and over again. I think we've seen, her case aired maybe 3 times just until recently when we did our protest outside of the Fox 5 News that we have here. And then that same day they aired the video of her being seen at this construction site. They claim that she's, on a trail, and she's not on a trail. She's on the side of a trail at an active construction site. And where she parked, or where her car was parked, is not somewhere somebody would park to go on the Armagosa Trail. I've been there personally, and you don't park where she parked. You go through a gate that says construction site all over it. Her family says that's something she wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Her family also says that she uses GPS to get anywhere, in this state. And there was no GPS on her phone when it was found in the car, indicating that she took directions to this location.
Yeah. For the people that are just tuning in, we have in the house Spiritual Nikki, and we're talking about the case of Jawahir Heji. So I'm gonna show you guys right now the link, so where you guys can follow and add Spiritual Nikki. Spiritual Nikki, can we bring it just a little bit back on what happened back in December for the people that don't know? I want to make sure like the people know the story, so we can I just bring it, build it up from the beginning, because I want to do a part two, which you have you once again, and maybe in a couple of weeks or a month or maybe before that, and that way we can,
Absolutely.
do have a part one and part two. So can you bring it back to what happened back in December?
Yeah, so apparently from what the sister has stated on, the news and speaking with me, myself, and her mother, she left from her home. It was under an impression that it was her boyfriend. However, we have found out that it's an ex-boyfriend that she was staying with or living with. I guess he's been interviewed. They don't have him as a suspect or anything. That's where she was last seen before on camera at this construction site. They did say she was seen at 9100 block of Las Vegas Boulevard in Pebble, which is not a very good area. It has a liquor store. It has like a weekly. It's not a very, safe place, especially for a woman. But they said she was seen there at 12:30. They don't give us any information. We didn't see any video. They didn't give the family any information. Then, they find her car after they report her missing on the 25th. So the 23rd was the last time the mom spoke to her. She texted her daughter, "Good morning. Did you sleep good last night?" The daughter responded, yes. She was supposed to meet up with her sister that day for a girls' day or whatever they were going to do together. However, she never showed up. That was the 23rd of December.
Yeah.
And the 26th is when they found her car. And the 25th, the day before, is when they reported. I don't know if it's the same in California or anywhere else, but here in Las Vegas, 24 hours before you can even report somebody missing.
Yeah.
And then it takes 24 hours for them to get that out with a missing persons report. So basically that's 48 hours, right? And that's the most the critical time for a missing person, child, anything is going to be 48 hours. So they didn't do anything to this car when they found it. They called the family and told the family to come pick up their car where their sister left it, and she didn't leave it there. She didn't.
See, and the interesting part, guys, is that also too. They say that they found the keys on top of the car. Is that true?
That's correct.
Wow. Kind of seemed like maybe somebody wanted somebody to take that car. Maybe kind of like hoping if they take this car. Maybe when they're looking for her, they're gonna find the car somewhere else, and that would take.
Exactly.
Wow.
And because it's the 23rd, and you got to think, I mean, some people work on Christmas and Christmas Eve and all of that, but this is the 23rd, and if the construction site, which from what I've researched was closed, they weren't working on the 24th and the 25th. So maybe somebody knew that this place wasn't going to have workers there. I believe truly that either, she was told to go there because her family just doesn't believe that she would have went there by herself. It's just not something she would do. It's not her character. She has a lot of friends and family across, the United States, outside of the United States. They're worried. They want answers. We have a 7-second clip of a video, and they say it's a still camera. That's not a still camera. If you look at that 7-second video, there's two separate positions. That camera moves. So where's the rest of the video?
Yeah, that's another thing. I was curious because, like you said, where is the rest of the video? That can't just be it.
Yeah. And, they let this, after they found the car and they knew that she was still missing, they didn't fingerprint the car. They didn't do anything. They continue to allow these construction workers to work. The 26th, the 27th, the 28th, the 29th. I was out there the 29th, the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st, and people are working. They're bulldozing dirt, and tractors are everywhere. And it's like, if she was there, what kind of answers does the family get? I mean, they actively had an active construction site going when it should have been closed and immediately turned into a crime scene. You found someone's car who's been missing for 3 days, all of her belongings inside, her phone, her purse, the most important things to a woman, and her keys on top of her car. If that wasn't staged or somebody did that, I don't know what else.
You just said something that boom, it didn't hit it. I mean, no, I didn't think about it, and I'm really glad we are doing this episode because you mentioned something. It was the 23rd. I did not think. I forgot. You know, especially with the pandemic thing. You know, about holidays. You know, you tend to forget. You know, with all this. You know,
Yeah.
but Nikki, wow, it was the day. It was a holiday. So whoever did this, they knew. They're like, okay, wait a minute, this is what we can do. They planned this. They had to plan this.
They did. And if you look at the video, you know, she looks scared. She doesn't look like somebody comfortable about to go and walk a hike. Especially for somebody that uses GPS, like her family said, to get anywhere she goes. She's gonna leave her phone in her car to go on a hike on a trail in the middle of the mountains. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second. And I don't understand why the police out here in the news, they don't do their job. And that's why people like me have had to bring awareness to this. The same as Leslie's case. They let those murderers get away. I mean, it was right there in front of them. They saw the family moving furniture, selling furniture and stuff to the people.
Yeah.
When this lady was just missing with their son. You know what I mean? It's crazy what Las Vegas is you know, known for right now. They definitely don't help the missing. They definitely don't look for the wanted.
Yeah. It's see, I didn't know about I'm close by, you know, I'm in LA and everything, but it just I for some reason I started getting a lot of news from Las Vegas. Algorithm, I don't know, or maybe you know, God, the universe is telling us, you know what?
I was about to say the universe, the energy.
Yeah. So
because you're covering everything, and they were like, this needs to be drawn to you. I do want to mention something, considering you are in California. I don't know if you know about the missing boys from Cal City. That should be another case, you know, maybe that you could bring awareness to, or just, you know, upload about it every now and then. You know, supposedly they went missing from Cal City, but they're from Bakersfield. It's also been over 2 months. They went missing December 21st.
I'm gonna look into it. Thank you so much, guys. For the people tuning in right now, we have Spiritual Nikki in the house. She's been covering a lot of cases of women that have been disappearing or going through a lot of stuff, things that are going on in Las Vegas. I'm gonna put. Actually, I have the link to her YouTube channel on the chat, so it's pinned up. Do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and go subscribe and go check out her channel, because she's doing a lot of good work. She's doing an amazing job, and I really would love for you guys to go support her channel. And thank you so much for it once again, you know, because a lot of people just use YouTube just for the cloud attention, but on the contrary,
exactly.
you are doing it for something really good, you know. So
yeah, and you can see too, I've had the YouTube channel up since, like, I don't know, 2017. I was really iffy about uploading anything to do with it here, because like I said, I'm using my business page that I go live on and stuff, that has, you know, 7,000 followers. I have, you know, my regular group and all of that, and I didn't want people to think exactly what you just said, clout, because that's not what it's about. I don't care about the likes. I don't care about the views. I don't care about I mean, I care about the views in a way for awareness, but not for me. And that is why I did decide to just go ahead and start to upload some videos regarding, you know, the Cal City boys, Leslie and, you know, Jawahar. And I don't know if I'm saying her name correct either, but she does have a nickname. We can call her Jewel if you would like. She's also known by that name by family and friends. So
yeah. So today there was gonna be a protest. You know, it didn't come about. In what way do you think other people can help? Do you think maybe because you have a group, a Facebook group too, right? Or
yes.
Okay, they can join it.
Yes, please. You guys can join it. My Instagram. Please just share. You know, share her photo. Share the missing photo. You know, I don't really want to like say, oh, there's a reward. Oh my God, you know, because sometimes for money, it makes people's head all crazy. And, you know, there is a $20,000 reward for any information, you know, leading to her, or, you know, in regards to where she is or anything. I'm not sure who's funding that. I could, you know, definitely reach out to the sister and find out. But there is a reward if you guys can just share her story. I mean, if she was kidnapped, if somebody really did make this look like, a kidnap or a suicide thing or something like that, maybe if her body is somewhere else or she's alive somewhere in another state with somebody and somebody can see her at a store, at a mall, an ice cream shop, you guys can call the numbers that are on the flyer. Just share her face. Her face just needs to be shown because the news does not do what they should. And if you guys can just tag Las Vegas and Henderson, because those are the main places that she was last seen.
Please do that, guys. Make sure you guys support. You can follow also to Nikki on her Instagram, and if you want to ask her any questions, and Nikki, don't feel like whatever people think about it, if they think you're doing it for clout. You know what? At the end of the day, you're doing it for you. And it proves you could have been doing something else, covering something else, or doing crazy videos or whatever, but you are doing this, and so we need you, Nikki. We need what you're doing, because if you don't do it, no one is. And just the same way, you inspire me to keep on pushing for the case. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You are inspiring other people, maybe other content creators, and this is the way to do it. So this is where you live? Are you close to where all this happened, or so you know the area? Is it like a shady area right there, that trail, or?
That's another thing I did want to talk about. The days that I spent up there searching and putting up flyers and speaking to several different people. It's a very busy trail. Somebody saw something if something happened there. And the very handful of people that I spoke to did not even know a girl went missing.
Really?
From over there. They had no clue.
That is sad.
And, we actually ran into, I've had a friend go with me a couple of times, like my sister-in-law, and I've had my sister go with me. We ran into two young girls, probably maybe 15 or 16, walking that trail by themselves. And we stopped to give them a flyer, and the look in their face was shocking when we said some girl went missing from this trail. It was like they walk it all the time and they feel safe. So I'm not too sure how there's no answers or nobody being able to see her other than that 7-second video clip from the construction site. And I spoke to somebody else as well, me and my sister, and they said just a couple of days before us being there that they were chased by a man with a knife. And
oh man,
we told the detectives this in the case, and the detective didn't seem to care.
That's not good. But thank you, for what you're doing, because you guys are giving them the pressure, and the people, man. You guys need, especially if you live in the area. That's number one thing, guys. And it's important for the people that live in the area and where this happened in the state. You guys need to get together, support each other, support the family. Hit up Spiritual Nikki, because this is your neighborhood. This is your backyard right here. And if you guys don't do anything, don't wait for something to happen to a friend, a relative, and then you guys asking for like, hey man, come on, help me. No, do it right now. Do it right now.
Yep. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, because that's the truth. I've had a couple of people say, why are you putting so much energy and time into this? And I'm like, because if it was me, and if it was my daughter, if it was my sister, my mother, I would hope and pray that anybody near and far from me would at least bring awareness, if not be standing right next to me, helping me look and search and find and get answers.
Yeah. Yes. It's true. I go hiking a lot. I go hiking a lot. So it also too, it kind of, hit close to me, because I'm like thinking, man, what about if one day I go there? What about if one day, and things get worse? Because I do remember now that you mentioned about some people not knowing that somebody was missing. I checked out on your YouTube channel, I think it was, that you are interviewing or talking to some guys, right? And you mentioned like, there's a girl that went missing, and they're like, oh yeah. They were kind of like they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't. And I don't know if those are the two guys that I was talking to or just the one guy with the dog. That's little clips of it too. I think I had uploaded a majority of the full video on Instagram. Two of them sounded really fishy.
Really?
They definitely rubbed me the wrong way, just my intuition, my feelings of them,
Yeah.
as well as, you know, my sister-in-law that was with me. They were coming from the exact spot that her car was found, and they were walking the back way, which is not a very popular way of the mountain. The mountain does split in several different directions. If you know, anybody in the chat and stuff want to go check out my videos,
Yeah.
you can see in several pictures and stuff where they cut off. And this one is definitely a very quick, easy access to that construction parking, or not parking, but construction site, and then to the Hidden Falls Park parking. So it was weird that they were there. They passed us as we were getting out and, you know, coming to the trail. And then they were ahead of us all of a sudden, which was weird.
Wow.
And when we stopped to talk to them, they asked more questions than anybody. You know, they asked if they had search people out there. Did you guys bring dogs? I mean, just,
that's weird.
You know, some maybe not weird questions, maybe something that normal people should ask, but it was the way they went about it. And they wouldn't make eye contact either. That was very weird to me. So a lot of strange things in, you know, regards to her missing. And in that area, I do believe the construction workers definitely need to be looked at.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Yeah, you know, they know the schedules. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, I mean, just saying that, you know, they know the schedules, but somebody knows something, and there's somebody that is familiar, has to be very familiar with the area.
Exactly.
You know, either something happened, you know, to her there, or like you mentioned, somebody just took the car there. Let's just drop the car there, put the keys up there, and somebody will end up driving the car somewhere, and we can use that as distraction, or you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah. Have you done any readings about the case? If so, will you be open to talk about? If not, I understand, you know, because
I have done a card reading on it in regards to just some information. Like I said, usually missing persons is something that can get very touchy with me. My intuition, though, right away before even doing the card reading, I do feel like there's two men that are involved in this, whether it's two construction men, two friends, two boyfriends. And if the family and friends are watching, I'm not directing it at you guys. It could be an old friend. It could be somebody she stopped speaking to. Could be somebody that was jealous. It could be several different things. But I definitely feel there's two men that either know that she was going there, wanted her to go there, took her there, or planted that car there. When I did my card reading, it also showed me two male figures. One kind of angry, one kind of not happy with either her choices or her decisions that she was making. She was very quiet and to herself for the most part, but she has a side of her that, you know, a lot of people maybe didn't really, you know, get to know or, you know, understand. And I feel that she, you know, she did have some depression. I do not think the depression took her to this location for the simple fact that there was nothing even in the phone. So if you have that bad of depression and you're that out of your mind, you're not going to remember to delete your location out of your phone.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to be in a panic, and you're just going to be, your mind's going to be everywhere else. You're not going to focus on that. So I do believe that, you know, somebody does know something. And I do believe that there, like I said, there is two men that are involved in some way. Whether, like I said, they know that she was going there, they were going to meet her there. I have a really strong feeling that, you know, this case is not going to get the answers that it needs anytime soon. Is another thing the card showed me. Months and months. So that's another reason why I wanted to bring more awareness to this, because I do think the more it's talked about and the more that people get to view it from all different angles, whether you're here in Vegas, you're in Canada, you're in Mexico, you know, this could be your kid. This can happen right outside of your door as well. So, and bringing awareness is the biggest thing. And that was just the one thing that I was trying to get from this.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, this is really close to home. You know, I mean, it's closer to you, but it's close to me. We're in the West Coast, and people that travel, you know, to the area too. Number one thing, you know, I think even if it takes a while, or I really hope she's found, but please guys keep sharing, you know, the flyers if you guys want to help. Even if you guys can't go to the protest, you guys can help by sharing the flyers, sharing the links, messaging somebody maybe that lives in Las Vegas. Let the people know about the case. And
yeah, if you have family out here, please.
Yeah. I saw also too that the family. I'm not sure if it was you. I think it was you. You guys went to the news and were like outside the news, giving them pressure.
Yes, that was the event that I had made last Thursday at 2:30. We did
Much respect.
Go there and protest because we wanted her story back on the news. We haven't heard it on the news since January. And, you know, it was the middle of February already. They're playing the same thing, you know. I understand, you know, people's property is getting broken into and cars are getting stolen. And I understand that. And I'm sorry for the people that work hard and get their items taken. But there's actually a person missing, like a physical person missing with no answers, and the family is getting no sleep at night, especially the mother. Yeah, she has no answers, and it's just not fair. So, you know, that was the big reason for it. And sorry, my daughter just walked in and she's like, "What's going on?" I'm still on YouTube. Okay. So yeah, that's just, you know, we just wanted to get awareness, and, you know, we were going to do another one tomorrow outside of the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. However, the family has a family emergency at this time, but we're going to reschedule this event, especially if they don't release the rest of this video that the family is requesting.
Yeah, let me answer this for the people, because they asked what flyer, and this is the flyer right here. Actually, no, this is the reward flyer. But if you guys want to see more information, head on over to Spiritual Nikki's. You got two pages. One of them, the one I'm showing right now is missing wanted underscore more one, and then the other one is your let me see, where's your page? I have so many windows open here.
No problem. Yeah, that one right there is just where I will be sharing all the missing, you know, Vegas people and, you know, Cal City boys, all of that. And then my personal page, I do share there as well. If you guys just want to follow my personal page, I mean, you're more than welcome. That's the Forever Spiritual one.
Okay, I have it right here. Yeah.
I have all the links on my YouTube too, in the About section.
Oh, okay,
so
perfect.
Has my link tree and all that there as well.
Good, and the page is right here, guys.
There you go.
Once again, you know, thank you so much for everything you're doing, and also too, don't listen to the people. They can say whatever they want to say.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you know what? If they really want to say something or say something, you know, join the good cause. You know, don't just judge. You know, don't just talk. Do the walk. Join.
Exactly.
You know, Nikki on this, because it's really important. What other cases are you covering too right now? Because I want to make sure also too we mention them and give them a little bit of light. I'm
covering actually the Cal City, the missing toddlers that just vanished out of their backyard, apparently to their adopted family. That's a case you guys definitely want to take a look at. I have some information on all my pages as well as Leslie Palacio. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong as well. We want justice for Leslie. We need the main suspect, Eric, arrested. He needs to pay for what he did to Leslie. She was a beautiful woman with a long life ahead of her, just graduated nurse school.
Wow.
I mean, she actually didn't even get her diploma. I mean, her sister had to get it for her. It's pretty sad and selfish of him and his father and their entire family, because they were all home.
Yeah, they were all home. Everything is, I mean, it's little by little. They're gonna capture her. They're gonna catch him, and the family needs justice, you know. And my condolences go out to the family and the loved ones. But everything's coming together. I was kind of upset at first when I did my first the first episode that I did to bring light to Leslie Palacios case. Palacio, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
and thank you too for all that you do as well.
Oh, thank you guys, because you guys inspired me, you know what I mean, to put it together. But I was upset when I was doing the episode because I was like, hey, what's up? How come they're not covering? They're not putting charges on the family. How come they're not doing this? It wasn't until like the transcripts started coming out that I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I think they're already doing the process, even though
Yeah.
they're not doing it fast enough. But
No, not for the family, especially the mother. I mean, you can just see the heart, the heartbreak in her videos, in her voice. The sisters too, they're doing an amazing job, spreading the awareness about their sister and wanting justice. And I do believe that they'll get it. They've already caught one, they're bound to catch the other one. And, I do believe, like you said, I think the family needs to be charged as well. They were there. The same cars were seen in the driveway when, they released the video of, Leslie and him going into the home. They were there when the friends were there asking where's my friend? Where's Leslie? They're flipping off in the windows and, they think it's a joke and they're taking off and they knew what happened. You can't tell me they were in that house and they did not know what he did.
Yeah, they knew. One thing I've learned, man, I got it. Women, you guys are very strong, powerful, and you guys move mountains because you guys were moving, like with the Leslie Palacios case, and then with the Jules. So you guys called the news, and that's something that I never really thought about it. And if I did, I didn't think about doing it the way, in your case, you did it with Jules and, with Leslie Palacios too. The family did it. You guys were hitting the news, pressuring the news, calling every station, moving here, moving there, and
yeah.
Thank you
and
guys.
we
for
were
doing
doing protests and stuff with Leslie as well. We did candlelight prayers and all that at the house. When they first, discovered that, she was left in the Valley of Fire, which is, if no one's familiar with that, it's a desert out here in Vegas and it gets very, very hot. And she was left there for long enough that the family, couldn't have a proper funeral.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard, man. God bless the family and give them strength.
Yes, I definitely, because they having to relive everything, the transcripts and the videos coming out, that just has to be, it has to feel good in a way because you're getting that justice, that you've been, just going and hoping for, but then it's like reliving such a precious thing being taken from you is probably double heartache,
Yeah, man. I wish they would have gotten stopped. Speaking of Leslie Palacio on the way back home, but this individual had the plans there. Because she was when they arrived, according for the video, she was still walking, but you could tell she was pretty intoxicated or I don't know.
He definitely took advantage.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Nikki, where can they reach you? Where can they contact you? And also if they want to get a reading from you, get more details.
The reading page that will also be in the about section on my the YouTube channel, but it's Readings with Spiritual Nikki on Facebook. You guys can also contact me at spiritualnikki@gmail.com or any of the Instagram pages or my Facebook group. Any link that you see on my about you or any page of mine. I'm pretty active on all of them.
Yeah.
With the pandemic right now, I'm home with my 3 kids doing homeschool. So I'm definitely there.
It's a lot of work.
Check, my
it's a lot of work
and all of that.
I said, no, you're doing a lot of work, with the kids home.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for them to go back. I'm like, goodbye, Corona.
And kids. Awesome. Well, once again, I want to thank you for giving us the chance to have you on the show. Thank you so much for
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
And anything I could do, to raise awareness or help, please let me know. Guys, do me a favor, head on over to her YouTube channel. I want you guys to check out her channel. Not only that, but also to subscribe. Let me put it right here so you guys, because
Thank you guys too, and thank you guys for joining in. Make sure you guys like and follow him. Any of my followers, I do see a couple of my people in here. Do make sure you guys follow and subscribe to him as well. Okay, he's covering all kinds of things, music, artists, cases, anything. So feel free to reach out to him or me if you guys, want him to cover anything for you as well.
Yeah,
I'm sure he'll be willing to.
Yeah, I try to do a little bit of everything because also too gives me the chance to reach to different scenes, different type of people, and a mixture of that. When I hit them with certain cases or news, it helps reach more people from different.
Exactly.
And so for the people out there, man, that are judging Nikki, man, instead of judging, please, help out and everything. I know a lot of people, I'm sure they hit you up. Sometimes you're covering a case and they're all like, well, what about so-and-so? What about, it's one step at a time, guys. We can't do it all.
Exactly.
Have you had those cases where people like, you're trying to help here, but they're like, what about here? Like,
yeah. And with the comments too, on some of the pages, stop saying to let law enforcement handle it. We have, and do you see where we are for the last 60 days? Nowhere. I'm like, we're nowhere. It's not even on the news. So we're not going to just let the investigator and the law handle it, because they're not giving the family answers, and the family's the one that can't sleep at night. So those kinds of comments, you guys can just keep to yourself. If that's what you feel, that we should leave it up to, the professionals, that's fine. But me as a mother, me as a reader, me as, a person, I won't stop. I will keep sharing.
Very true. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, the cops will actually do something once, the noise is made, and they're like, okay, we got it. Like, this thing is getting out of control. They're making calls. The people are moving. What are you guys doing? So yeah, the cops will only take action once they're put under pressure, and that's what we're trying to do here. So, Nikki, let me drop your link right here. People are asking me for your channel. There you guys go.
All right.
All righty. Well, Nikki, thank you so much for your time once again.
No, thank you.
And let's do part 2 pretty soon.
Yes, definitely. I'll keep in touch with you. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You have a good one.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
There you guys have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was our friend, Nikki. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nikki, for giving us the chance to have you on the show.